I'm Donna Blanchard, and this is your ThinkTech news for Monday, October 12th, 2015. Experts have been debating the interpretation of a United Nations Security Council resolution adopted a few days after the Iran nuclear accord was agreed upon between 6 world powers. That resolution bars Iran from developing missiles designed to carry nuclear warheads. Well, yesterday, hours before Iranian parliament met, hashed out, and approved the generalities of the nuclear agreement reached last July, Iran tested a new guided long-range ballistic missile. The Iranian defense minister, Hossein Dagan, told the Fars news agency that in recent decades, with Iran's air force plagued by economic sanctions and other restrictions, the country has invested heavily in its nuclear program and has produced missiles that can reach as far as Europe. He went on to say, "We don't seek permission from anyone to strengthen our defense and missile capabilities." Russian warplanes have doubled their airstrike efforts in Syria in support of President Bashar al-Assad's army over the weekend. Videos posted online by pro-Russian outlets from an area above a village in Hama province show Syrian troops and allied militias watching heavy airstrike barrages hitting homes as the narrator describes progress in fighting terrorists. Also, insurgent groups that received covert assistance from the United States have intensified their use of anti-tank guided missiles. They posted more than 24 videos of missiles weaving over open fields before hitting their targets. Both Russia and the U.S. have said that they are fighting the Islamic militants, ISIL, but it's quite clear that the two sides are aiming at different targets, as Russia supports Assad and the U.S. supports Syrian insurgents. Just as the war in Yemen is local forces backed by U.S. on one side and Iran on the other, it appears more and more blatant that the U.S. and Russia are at odds in Syria. During a peace rally in Ankara, the capital of Turkey, 2 explosions killed 95 and injured nearly 250 people who were marching to protest the recent resumption of armed conflict between the Turkish state and Kurdish militants. That conflict has been going on for nearly 3 decades, and Turkey is also facing conflict between Kurdish rebels and the Islamic State, political instability, economic uncertainty, and a growing flow of refugees from Syria. Beginning in 2017, intermediate and high school students in South Korea will be learning from government-issued textbooks rather than those from private publishers. More liberal factions who are in favor of the privately published histories have criticized President Park Geun-hye's conservative government for returning education to the country's authoritarian past. Conservative critics have charged that left-leaning authors poisoned the current textbooks and students' minds with their ideological biases. It is the largest technology takeover ever. Dell is acquiring EMC for $67 billion. We know Dell as a manufacturer of personal computers, but they've been increasing their presence in the world of business service providers. EMC is one of the largest names in computer data storage. Michael Dell, chairman and chief executive, said, "Our new company will be exceptionally well positioned for growth in the most strategic areas of next generation IT." Donna Blanchard, ThinkTech News. Ahui ho.